Hello and welcome back to another edition of Vigo's Court. I'm your judge, Judge Vader, and I am joined by the fabulous Counselor Shep.
Hey guys, how are we doing tonight? I hope you are as excited as I am for this game.
I'm super excited. Not just because I'm pretty involved with one of the teams that's playing today, of course, but you know, yeah, I think we're in for a treat for sure. We're playing on a pretty good map here. The teams, of course, don't disappoint with those with the plays that they end up making, right? Like it's been fun to watch both of these teams compete for sure.
Absolutely. And looking at our killer usage list for both teams, we have a lot of interesting choices left. So I'm excited to see what they decide to pull out coming onto the map that we're going to be playing on.
I agree. There are a lot of choices that you could make. I will also note, it looks like we have a question from Gbot actually in the pregame chat for our refs. So I'm going to go ahead and read it off so our ref can respond here. But Gbot is asking if it's okay if his name is like that. He's got spaces in between the letters, unlike what's on the roster, but it's the same name. Sounds like that is fine, Gbot. You are good to go, so I will let you know. I'm sure that Paige Platypus is going to ask the same thing, as their name is currently Big Brain Paige Platypus instead of just Paige Platypus. And that is fun as well.
The base of the name is like the same. Like if your name is in there somewhere, it's okay. I think I changed my name like 3 or 4 different times throughout the season, but I always had Shep in there, so.
For sure.
Hell, it's me.
So definitely we do have one of our survivors here. We'll wait for them to go ahead and bring the rest of their survivors in, but I think we already talked about it a little bit. But the map we're going to today is the Gas Heaven. And you know, it being an Auto Haven Wreckers map with a 8-hook minimum, 13-hook maximum, pretty good size map, to be honest. And with the 2 car walls along one side and along the other, I mean, it makes it difficult for some killers because you have to walk around it. There's no cutting through.
Yeah, the M1 killers with no extra help to their mobility probably are going to struggle with that a little bit. It's kind of like a shitty... Okay, I hate this map, honestly. Mostly just because those car walls are so annoying. They cause a lot of problems for both sides. There's not a lot going on, like... I think the inside of the one, like, across from the main building, like, the inside of that before you get to the middle zone is just, there's, like, nothing. There's, like, nothing over there to do.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Definitely, if there is a gen, a lot of people on this map will call that kind of dead zone mid-right or mid-left. I mean, like kind of to the side of the main building where there's like one tree. Sometimes there's a hill there, but
sometimes a tree, sometimes a hill.
Sometimes a tree, sometimes a hill. Exactly. Like it's pretty bad, honestly, to be in that area. But if there's a gen there, you likely want to get that out as one of your first, just because it's in that dead zone. You don't really want to be caught there. But I don't know, I actually think that this map is pretty balanced, and I like the thought of having these teams verse on this map, which of course Demice likes it as well, as they chose it as their home map.
They like it, I was gonna say. It is their home map. Yeah, I guess it just depends. I know this map can be good or bad, reliant on RNG as well. of which kinds of jungle gyms they get along those outer edges of the map, as well as their gen spread. So it'll be interesting for sure. I do think this map is exciting to play on, especially with like the main building being the way that it is.
Yeah, I think main building won't actually be used as much as like just other places on the map. I think a lot of killers try to stay away from main building. Like they might break the doors and then try to chase through there, but generally they're trying to catch people, it seems, near the shack. And in Vigos, we know where the basement's gonna be, so that's a danger zone. So for sure,
it's a no-no zone.
Yeah, for sure, it's gonna be pretty interesting. We'll see how the survivors try to play this. Of course, we will see We Overslept kill first. Yeah, since we have Gbot killing, We Overslept is killing first, and we will have Demice surviving first. So pretty good opportunity for We Overslept to try to take an early lead, as long as they can perform well on the killer side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see how it all goes down.
I feel like I can't. Normally, I'd be like, "Who do you think they're gonna bring, Vader?" But
your guess is as good as mine. No, I'm just kidding. I would tell you any high mobility character could be a good choice, right? Because of those car walls.
Yeah,
I would also tell you any teleporting killer would be good because of those car walls. Like if you like, a demo's a good choice here.
Be a fantastic choice here, actually. And I don't think We Overslept has used demo more than once.
Only used them once, so this could be a good opportunity. That's that could be, but maybe not. You know, a lot of good choices, honestly. I don't think bringing a lot of ranged killers is necessarily the call. However, I say that, but I was looking at Demice's killer usage list. I think that they have quite a bit of ranged killers that they don't even have a use on, such as Huntress. They haven't used at all. Deathslinger, they haven't used at all. Trickster, I think maybe they have one use of, but like they really don't use ranged killers. It seems that French Fry, who we've seen kill a bunch, just really likes using those up and personal, I'm just gonna beat you killers. So could be
he just wants to get very cozy.
Yeah,
survivors.
Yeah, could be interesting to see how they decide to play it. But I do have confirmation we are good to switch into the spectator role, so we did, and these teams are good to go whenever.
This is like my least favorite part. I'm like, the anticipation is killing me.
Well, but here's the thing, Chef. I've said like who would be good on this map now at this point. Now I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to show up here?
Right now?
Like right now. Like right now. Like who do you think is showing up right here? You got rapport with Gbot. Who do you think's coming out here?
I don't know.
Put you on the spot.
No, so yeah, you put me on the spot. I'm in the same position as you, Vader.
I mean, yeah. I kind of knew that going in.
What I would like to see, neither confirming or denying what we might see. Actually, what does We Overslept have available right now to them?
You don't even know. We have a Ghostface available, I can tell you that.
I would love to see a Ghostface. G-Man, please. If you're listening, Ghostface.
Ghostface? Ghostface.
We could see a doctor. Actually, I think, Executioner can kind of deal with all those nibbly bits. They have Executioner left.
True. Leave your spaghetti all over the map. Spaghetti
all over the map. Mom's spaghetti all over the map.
You right. You right.
They actually have a lot of really good options. We Overslept has really only burned 2 killers completely. There are still a lot of good options left for this map. I personally, I think, like to see a doctor.
A doctor?
I would like to see a doctor.
Hmm.
Who would you like to see?
I'm trying not to give it away. This one's tougher on me. So I'm just gonna say I'd like to see a killer that gets lots of kills here.
What a cop-out answer.
You caught me.
What a cop-out answer. Made me have to guess.
Yep.
So rude. So rude. My feelings are hurt. Whatever.
You know, it's all right. It's all right. But definitely, we are seeing all the offerings we need to see. So let's get into the match and review how our killer will score points here. Which, for sure, if you guys didn't already know, the killers are scoring points by getting people onto those hooks. And, you know, they do get 1 point less if people progress by just sitting on that hook and not getting saved. But if there are 7th and 8th progression, you do get 1 point each for those. If you do manage to get a 2K, then 100% you will get 2 extra points there. If an entity kill happens, such as the endgame collapse, it will be the corresponding hook plus the progressions, but a bleed out gets you 0 points. If you do Mori, that would just be the corresponding hook without the progressions though. For more on these rules, type !rules in chat.
I might have had my listening ears turned off, but it sounded like you said 2 points for a 2K, and it's actually 2 points for a 4K.
You know, if I misspoke, I'm sorry. Also, I see that ban, Maelstrom. I will try to abide.
Oh, indeed. And it looks like we see a Freddy coming out to play. Everyone is immediately in the dream world. That is that paintbrush at work. And we are checking out our corrupt zone and immediately finding a survivor. Pre-dropping that pallet to probably avoid Freddy's infamously long arms and taking off into this top corner.
I mean,
with a G-Man right on his heels.
I do love me some Stretch Armstrong, to be fair.
Stretch Armstrong, imagine. But taking chase in this weird little 4-lane area, not a super safe pallet to play around for our survivor, but it looks like they're going to do just fine going around to get the vault there instead. And G-Man is bringing the dream traps out. Ooh. Yeah,
those dream snares are definitely I think they're just the play with the Freddy. See, already cutting off this side, so now our ace is forced to try to play this pallet yet again. Maybe take the window. Nope, continuing to play the pallet. Oh, that was a really good play though. Our ace just running around wasting time. Oh, actually, I think if G-Bot could have zoned him towards that oh, okay.
Well, I guess understanding the inevitable was bound to happen. Ace went ahead and hopped into a locker, but we do see Demice pop their first generator before G-Man can get his first hook in.
That definitely is true, and that is a good amount of early pressure there for sure. But one of the awesome things about Freddy, of course, is teleporting, and we were just short of getting to that gen. Oh.
Just barely missed getting there to push the survivors off. Good commitment from the survivors to go ahead and just pop that gen right as G-Man gets there. And it looks like he is going to give Claudette an injured state and then go right back to check out what's going on at the hook before going ahead to survey the rest of the generators.
Yeah, the Corrupt was pretty friendly to Freddy, though. Kind of got a 3-gen over on this side. If they finish all the other gens, which looks like that's what they're attempting to do, they could find themselves with a little bit of a 3-gen here.
Yeah, and I think G-Man understands that, so he is going to go in and try to prevent that unhook. Unfortunately, He will miss getting the hit on the person unhooking, but he will go ahead and wait out that borrowed time. So this could get pretty ugly here. Very good patience on G-Man's part to go ahead and just get that down straight through. Ooh. And unfortunately, it looks like we will see a pallet save.
That is crazy. That was a really good play from the survivor to know that you were able to get that. It was very beautiful.
G-Man just left staring at the survivor like, all right, well, this is going to happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, though.
Pretty unfortunate. I mean, we say it doesn't matter, but at the same time, that's a lot of time that these survivors are now able to use to try to finish more gens. And now, like, look, we're now chasing a Claudette over here, worried about her firecracker, because that could be another save, right?
Absolutely, and that would just waste more time of G-Man's, allowing Demice to go ahead and get these last 2 generators worked on.
I think he crawled the corner. Does G-Man know? G-Man knows.
And Ace doing a good job. This will only be his 2nd hook, and with 3 gens already completed, that's looking pretty good for Demice there.
Yeah, definitely is. Hopefully he can get him to hook here pretty quickly, and then maybe teleport to one of those gens he needs to protect.
It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. This gen is going pretty quickly, and there goes that pop goes the weasel to take that down at least 25%. We do see, however, another generator finished. We got some scratch marks over here, so hopefully we can get another down pretty quickly as we see Ace get pulled off the hook across the map.
Yeah, I actually argue that the gen that got finished, or the gen that we teleported to and ended up kicking, was the one that actually had less progress than the other. Kind of unlucky that that was the case.
Yeah, unfortunately, oh, I was like, what's going on here? Unfortunately, probably went to the wrong generator, but it doesn't mean we might have a chance to get another down here, and that will also be Shock Pallet on.
It will, and we will see that this survive. Oh, not taking the basement? Interesting.
G-Man may be looking to garner more points by allowing the survivors to unhook and let him rehook instead of trying to get progressions in the basement there. Applying that pop goes the weasel to this generator. Not a lot of progress on it, so that will knock it down pretty far.
Yeah, for sure. And right now we've got all of our survivors are off hook, able to be running around and everything here. So, oh, taking the stun, unfortunately, is our Freddy. And these survivors are doing a really good job of knocking these gens out and putting pressure.
Yeah, arm's not quite long enough to avoid that pallet stun, and we do teleport to another one of our gens to check out what's going on. There's not a lot of progress, if any, at all on that generator. So it looks like we'll be coming back to our main area where we have not as many resources as we once did.
For sure.
I'm picking up Chase here. This would be a good place for him if G-Man could try to get somebody out of the game. That would ease up just a little bit of this pressure that he's got.
Yeah, and if he can go ahead and get another down or two here, I think that would help drastically, as he's only got 3 hooks right now. Definitely want to see more hook states before that final gen gets completed, but unfortunately, I mean, it looks like we were faking teleporting, but if we teleported there, that unfortunately would allow them to reset.
Yeah, and I think G-Man understood that, and so he was trying to fake just to keep everyone a little bit worried. And it looks like he does know that Ace here is on death hook, so we'll kind of chase him off of that. But this gen also has a ton of progress on it, so a good idea to teleport over and check out what's going on and maybe prevent it from getting finished for just a little bit longer.
Yep, and then here's this chasing in main building, and I was talking about how chasing around main building, generally I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend seeing it too often, and here's kind of why. Like, they're able to weave through and just kind of extend chase the way they want to.
Yeah, there's a lot that the killer has to work around in this area. Freddy going ahead and taking out all these doors. Ooh, and able to get the down at the pallet. Claudette not quite able to get over that fast enough.
Yeah, but I'm kind of worried about what are these survivors doing. We saw 2 other survivors over here. There's the gen popping though. So it was a gen over on the other side, the one that Freddy wasn't looking at because it previously had no progress. But I can tell you, we have no way out. We don't see the haste effect, but we've got 3 stacks of no way out. So G-Man's actually done a pretty good job of getting those stacks and may be able to get, I think, Ace's death hook.
Yes, so Ace is a death hook, so if that happens to be the person who he can find next, that might be a good place to get an elimination. And also keep an eye on this Claudette. That no way out is going to buy him just a little bit of time. It looks like he's going to use it trying to prevent any unhooks from happening.
I mean, to be fair, if he can starve them of a second of a fresh hook out or of a bonus point here by confirming second state, that's not bad.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely not a bad decision to go ahead and try to at least confirm second state. Maybe even confirm an elimination if he can while he's got the time to burn. He knows that they are not working on those doors just yet. So this is an okay place to be if he wants to be.
Yeah, for sure. We do have that door finishing, actually, because the No Way Out's been down for some time now. But as you can tell, oh, that's all right. But as you can tell, we've got all of our snares here. We're going, hey, I dare you. Come save.
And honestly, if I'm Demice in this situation, I don't think I'd feel too bad about taking a 3 out here and letting G-Man have the progressions.
And that's exactly what we're seeing. We see Demice escape, 18 points there, and we see a Woe finish with 11 points. So it is a 7-point game, which is definitely not too much to be able to, like, where you can't come back from it, but for sure a pretty good lead for Demice after 1 trial.
It's definitely a really comfortable place for Demice to be sitting, especially going into their back-to-back killer rounds. Of course, in our killer rounds, as you've seen, you can earn more points. So they have a really good possibility of extending this lead from here. Wow, words are very hard today.
It happens, honestly.
But we will also be seeing Overslept Survivor side coming out, and I don't know, they've been doing pretty okay in practice lately, so.
You are right, they definitely have. It'll be interesting to see how they fare versus the killer of Demice here shortly. We're gonna wait on getting our invite from our killer, but honestly, yeah, that match was pretty good. Freddy had some good pressure in there. Definitely the teleports were good as well. I think that if we had a little bit more pressure keeping that 3 gen, getting that kick on that hill gen instead of teleporting to the far one, I think it would have been better. I think that's just one of those, like, you go to teleport and it takes you to the other one and you're like, well, I'll just kick this one then.
Yeah, and I will say, Maelstrom pointed out he did have a brutal strength, I believe.
Yes.
Someone was asking if they didn't bring No Ed, and it looks like that they chose to bring brutal strength instead. Or not instead, but they didn't bring No Ed and then also brought brutal strength.
Yes, that is true. They brought brutal strength. We did not see the No-Ed. I think the No-Ed might have been kind of spicy to see, but yeah, it looks like we did not see the No-Ed this time.
I feel like on this map, it's kind of a really big gamble to run hex perks, because you'll just have a totem like, yes, here you are hidden by this tree that is smaller than the totem itself. So it can be kind of a gamble, especially with the spawns on this map, to bring a hex perk like that, and it was probably a safe bet that if you brought it, they're probably going to just cleanse the bones beforehand or find it immediately. So, I don't think it was a bad choice to not bring Noed. I think it was a safe bet to assume that it would probably not get much value, if any at all, on a map where the totem spawns are the way that they are.
I think that's fair. Honestly, the choice not to bring Noed, like you said, yeah, like half of the totems on this map are not only by a tree that's like smaller than them, but they're in dead zones where there's no other structures. So you can see the glow from across the map, just like, what is that orange fire over there on the ground? That's probably a totem. Let me walk over there. Yeah, that's a totem. Yeah, I'm gonna be breaking that. Yep.
There are so many just like wide open areas that you kind of can just look over and it's like, all right, I hear the crackling of fire and I definitely know there's not a fire pit next to me. So where is that totem?
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. So I totally understand the thought of not bringing Noed. However, I think if you did, maybe you see more pressure. Maybe you do get ace down there. Maybe you do, you know, like then maybe you do turn a 1K into a 2K. Like I don't think it drastically changes the game, but it may have gotten you one more kill.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Noed is a decent perk to bring in any situation. But again, I think just because of the way that the map is and how totem spawns can be on this map, I think it just would have gotten found quickly. Even if you could have gotten one more kill out of that, I also think they might have seen the Noed and it could have been they cleanse it and trade ace for Claudette.
It's true. It's true. Now,
which again, they're still starving points because, you know,
you're right.
That's still a hook states that G-Man was able to acquire, but I don't know if, because the totems are so easy to find on this map, I don't know if it would have gotten him a 2K necessarily.
That's fair. And I mean, if you get the 1K, get those extra states, it probably makes more of a difference to you, right? I definitely, I'm on board with the way the play went, and now we're gonna see French Fry as killer, and really French Fry has the whole roster at their disposal because they just have proven that they're good with everyone. But who do you think that they bring?
Well, let me look at their killer usage list. I always have to check because I'm really bad at keeping track of that, like, in my head on my own. So they've got quite a few things still available to them, honestly. They've only burned a couple. Well, they've burned 4 of their killer uses completely, but they still have tons of stuff available. Demogorgon is available. We were talking about teleporting characters. That might be a strong one to bring here. Huntress is available completely. She hasn't been used at all.
Is Nightmare available? Can they bring Freddy for Freddy?
They cannot bring Freddy for Freddy, unfortunately. It does look like Demice has consumed all of their Freddy uses.
No mirror match for this one today. That's sad. That's sad. That's all right, though. Let's review and see how these survivors can try to catch up since they are down by 7. All right, so guys, these survivors are going to be looking to finish those gens, but those gens do only total up to 9 of the 26 points. So for sure, you're going to see these survivors try to get those escapes. Of course, the escapes coming in at 1, 2, 4, and 6 points respectively. But if you can escape with 2 or more hook states remaining, then you do also get an extra point for each survivor able to accomplish that feat. So there are 26 points available, and 17 of them come by the way of escapes. So for sure, you want to try to get those escapes if you're a survivor. And let's go
more of those rules, guys. Make sure you check out !rules in chat. Wow. I heard the chainsaw immediately. Was like, whoa. It does look like French Fry is coming out with the one, the only, the Hillbilly. And we are going to immediately find a survivor over here by our shack area.
Oh, yeah. And for sure, that's a Bamboozle as well. And, of course, we do see the low pro chains come into play. And this is pretty early to have a chase.
This is pretty early to have a chase, and we will see French Fry going ahead and denying the use of that window on the side there, forcing G-Man to play around this L wall over here.
Oh no. Oh no. All right, not gonna get the snipe, but G-Man's playing really well around there. Unfortunately, taking a hit around that pallet.
Yeah, not quite able to make it to the palace. Of French Fry will get his first down before we see the first generator popping here. And not so bad, seeing that we still have quite about a third of our corrupt intervention left, I believe.
Yeah, and we haven't seen any of the gens finished either. This is a hook on the non-corrupt side. So those survivors are gonna have to either finish the gen on the other side of the car wall, or they're gonna have to come get G-Man or just wait it out.
Does look like French Fry does understand the position the survivors are in, so he is going to hang out around here for just a little bit longer. Maybe confirm that second stage before he zooms off to find another survivor. Oh.
I agree. And it looks like we want to get this Maelstrom here, and we will get Maelstrom. Unfortunate. G-Bot doesn't go to second state, though, so that is a small victory for the survivors here.
We do see the trade, Maelstrom sacrificing himself for G-Man there. As we see our first generator finish, we did see Deadlock pop up on the other side right as our corrupt intervention fell. So French Fry has a pretty good idea of where he can go to stop progress if he chooses to.
Yeah, on top of that, we have two survivors over here, and as we know, looping with friends is not generally the play, especially versus a Billy where body blocks don't mean as much.
Yeah, definitely a dangerous position to be in. It does look like G-Man will take advantage of that pallet here and throw it a little early just so he can buy himself some time. French Fry, of course, using that bamboozle to go ahead and deny this window here.
Yeah, and G-Man trying to play the window as well as possible. That TNL was pretty well shut down, so doing anything he could, but unfortunately going down again.
He does, however, buy his teammates enough time to finish that generator across the way, deadlocking another one. And it did look like Maelstrom actually had Deliverance, so that will be Maelstrom also off of the hook, allowing for 3 survivors to be out and about, even with G-Man on his second hook.
Yeah. That is indeed true, and yes, guys, that means the indeed counter is, or the indeed ban is up. Indeed, 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 indeed. I can say it.
Boy, well, the end times have come, and French Fry is just zooming around this map. We've seen the rescue coming on G-Man, and French Fry knows exactly where to go to try and get an elimination with gens still on the table, but we do see the heal on G-Man.
Oh man, these survivors are just trying to keep G-Man alive here, but unfortunately, this is gonna be tough. Oh, I thought he was gonna get hit there. Honestly, I was scared.
So close. G-Man able to avoid that chainsaw, but we are getting into a pretty dangerous area over here. Gonna have to see if they can play this safe enough, and G-Man is just able to dodge that chainsaw coming from French Fry, but now French Fry has control of the pallet.
Oh my goodness, this expert running by the survivor to go ahead and extend chase further. They finish another gen. This is really, really dangerous though. This is so dangerous. This survivor is dead if they're caught.
Yeah, G-Man finding himself with less and less resources. I don't know, is that a balanced landing play?
That was a balanced landing play.
Coming into this smaller loop to try and buy his teams more time. We Overslept just slamming through these generators with all of the time that G-Man is buying for them. Ooh, but it looks like this could be getting close.
Oh my goodness, will he make it to the main building? I think that's his only chance now.
I definitely think so, but G-Man has taken French Fry for a 3-gen run here.
Oh
and
my gosh,
point,
there's another pallet.
Enough time that he's probably going to try to just get G-Man out here, and we... We
Yo,
do see G-Man trying to run this main building area, but this door is open, so French Fry can just come right out and respond, actually, to the No Way Out prompt.
I don't believe what I'm seeing right here. That's crazy running by G-Bot right there. That's one for the highlight reel for sure. Definitely staying alive as long as possible. And then a life play here to go ahead and try to extend Chase without having to worry about Billy's saw here. Take that vault, and what are you gonna do now? Well, you're gonna avoid the Billy.
Tuck into the corner, yeah. Craving Chick-fil-A here, trying to live up to the standards set by G-Man, and doing a pretty good job of navigating this loop over here. But unfortunately, we see that Bamboozle come into play, denying that window. So Chick-fil-A will go down to the chainsaw.
Uh-oh.
And there is another survivor in this area.
That's not good. That's definitely the opposite of what you wanted right there. Having two survivors down right next to each other. Oh, Lord.
This could get really dangerous here. We do see Maelstrom healing up. But this will be a basement hook for Craving Chick-fil-A. And honestly, Cali Bear is close enough to basement that I wouldn't be surprised if both of them end up down there.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're oh man, if you are French Fry here, you're content just sitting on those two because those are two fresh hooks.
Yep, so even though French Fry will lose points for progression, he is denying points from We Overslept by just kind of hanging out here and letting these two hang.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough. The 3-gen run, everything was looking so good for We Overslept, but they do have the two people go down into basement, and that kind of decides the rest of that one.
Yeah, it does look like we will see G-Man and Maelstrom making the safe choice to go ahead and just get out, understanding that there's probably no way to get Chick-fil-A and Cali Bear out of that basement, which is really unfortunate because they were doing a really good job of not getting found and getting all those generators done. But unfortunately, it just takes one small mistake.
I mean, yeah, right. And that's just name of the game. Like, how do the killers perform as well as they do? They take advantage of survivor mistakes. And in this case, there was a survivor mistake that that allowed for that to happen, right?
Absolutely. It's very unfortunate that Cali Bear happened to be there. I don't know if that was miscommunication or what happened. Maybe he was just trying to get that door open for his teammate, but yeah, it just takes one small mistake, and at this point, everyone knows to capitalize on mistakes made, and French Fry sure did capitalize.
Oh yeah, we do see a 10-point lead now, of course. Definitely very, very good running, but with the 10-point lead, that's gonna make it tougher on We Overslept to try to come through and get this victory. So for sure, they're gonna have to come out and perform a little bit better in this next trial if they want to come out and win. Of course, for those of us just joining us, definitely make sure to take a look at the map we're going to. We are going back to Gas Heaven for the rest of this trial. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh man, and so of course it is Auto Haven Wreckers, 8 hook minimum, 13 hook maximum, and as Gum stated there, like expertly stating, there were this many TL walls against a Billy with Bamboozle. Crazy. Yeah, it's just kind of nuts. It allows survivors to one, it allows survivors to try to extend chase, but I mean the Bamboozle does come into play and I mean tries to shut down those loops, but these survivors just know how to run them, and so that definitely was expert running.
Definitely a class on how to handle Auto Haven Wreckers by the survivors here. Just a shame that it took one mistake to kind of make that a moot point, but they did do a good job on capitalizing on all that time that was bought for them. So at least they were able to maintain that gen pressure, and really it was just a situation of there's nothing you can do. And let's see, I guess going into our next trial, we'll see if we Overslept can get lucky with a friendly generation.
Yeah, for sure. I think it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing for this next trial. For sure, I think the call there should have been to stay away from where Chase was, just knowing it's a Billy, just knowing that, like, No Way Out was still up when Cali Bear was seen. So there was no way you could get that door open. So yeah, I know you're kind of checking on it
by the door.
Yeah, but I think you don't want to really wait that close to the door. You want to try to count it out.
Going on right next to you. Yeah.
And especially not there next to the basement either. So for sure, I think a little bit of a misplay there, but that's definitely something they can recover from. Should be interesting to watch the next two matches here. We'll either see this lead extended, or we'll start to see a mounted comeback possibly.
Yeah, I think at this point, it could be anyone's game still, I think. Even with the lead, I've seen teams come back from higher point disparities. English is really hard.
That's fair. I mean, did you hear me word fumble last match? Like, my lord.
But hopefully we will see. I think either way we're going to see exciting gameplay here. But who do you think we're going to see on the killer side? With Demice doing that, they have a bit of a lead, but it is only halfway through, and that Overslept has a chance to come back from this.
You know, I don't expect them to come in with a crazy high tier pick, honestly. I don't know. I think you might see. The interesting thing is they actually have a Plague on the table, but they also have Huntress. They could bring either of those, knowing that they only have 2 games left. I don't know.
I'm trying to look at what their 2 games remaining are going to be. I think the rest of their schedule is
Wrecking Crew.
So yeah, I mean, I think, you know, since they do get a bye in week 12, I think if they have any uses of higher tier killers left, I don't see why not.
Right. So let's go ahead and try to review some of our build rules here. So definitely, guys, you will notice that in Vigos, we allow yellow items and add-ons for the survivors. Only one of each perk, with the exception of BT, you can have 2 of those. There are banned perks as well. Built to Last, Prove Thyself, Starstruck, Haunted Ground, Lethal Pursuer, The Booms, and Clairvoyance. And we are ready for our match, so I'm gonna just take you right in right now. And Pinhead. You know, I thought this might come out.
Interesting. This is an interesting choice. We have seen Pinhead be used before in comp, and I think on this map, you know, there's a lot to do. It's not too large. You can respond to the box pretty easily. Whether you pick it up and you find it first and pick it up, or a survivor picks it up and you have to deal with them either solving or trying to run with it. And French Fry going ahead and finding someone pretty early here. I think this is G-Man again.
It is French Fry and G-Man just getting locked in chase. It was the stars aligned for them.
Stars align, and it looks like we're going to see French Fry try to align this chain as well, but unfortunately he's going to send that straight into the car wall instead of into G-Man's back there. And we do see someone is working on the box, but French Fry is going to elect to not respond since he already has an injured survivor here. But oh my god, that is our first gen already being completed. I would assume we had people doubling up on that one.
You know, it's possible. However, oh no, somebody has been caught here, but it is a healthy survivor, so you're actually probably more okay with that. Maelstrom going ahead, taking the hit and just running. W gaming.
If there's anything I know about Maelstrom, it is that he's a very good body blocker, so he's going to do what he does best and take aggro for G-Man. And we didn't see it, but Deadlock is on the table. So not only was Corrupt up still, Deadlock was also blocking a 4th generator.
Oh my goodness, look at this run too. And G-Man got reset.
Yep, Maelstrom buying just enough time for G-Man to go ahead and get reset, and also working that pallet and forcing French Fry to have to break it before going to this T&L. But it looks like, ooh, and we see another body block, Craving Chick-fil-A coming in to take the hit for Maelstrom there.
Where did they come from?
And yeah, I don't know where they came from. They came out of nowhere. I really thought Maelstrom was going down, but Craving Chick-fil-A picking up the aggro for his teammate to keep him on his feet just a little bit longer. And it looks like, ooh, we will see a down here, unfortunately. Trying to use the firecracker to buy himself some time, but unable to land it correctly. So we will see our first down here. Hopefully, though, our other survivors, we haven't seen Caliber yet. We did see the reset on G-Man, but hopefully those two have been on generators at this point. So we should see one popping pretty soon.
I mean, one can only hope, right? There's one gen, and then we do see Deadlock coming onto this other gen over here that we're next to. So it's gonna be oh no, that's Maelstrom. Maelstrom is yeah, I think going down.
Maelstrom.
Unfortunately, that will be another down, but you might be able to go ahead and get Craving Chick-fil-A out of the basement by this point.
Yeah, Maelstrom doing a good job of trying to pull French Fry away from that basement area, hopefully to buy his teammates enough time to get Chick-fil-A out of that basement, which we do see the save coming in. And now our survivors need to ensure they can get away, or else French Fry is going to have a really nice opportunity to go ahead and keep Chick-fil-A down there. We will see a dry kick, so there's no Pop Goes the Weasel on the field right now. So even though that generator has been kicked, if anyone is nearby, they can go ahead and just kind of tap it to keep it up.
Is that a medkit drop that we saw there?
I think we did see a medkit down.
Well, that looks like that's because G-Bot picked up the box.
Ah.
Oh my God, they counted down. They counted down. So that's something we've been practicing to counter Deadlock. Count to 3 and pop 2 gens. It only then deadlocks 1 gen, even though you pop 2. It's a great thing you can do. It goes ahead and makes it so you only get 2 deadlock procs out of a game instead of 3. Or instead of 4 or whatever. So yeah, like definitely really good play by the survivors to go ahead and get it done. I'm definitely happy seeing them actually successfully do it.
Yeah, good coordination from our survivors. However, I think Maelstrom progressed to second stage, which is really unfortunate before they could get him off that hook. So Maelstrom is in a precarious position, and I think French Fry knows that because he's immediately going to go ahead and pick up Chase with a Maelstrom here.
Yeah, but I think Maelstrom was smart to go ahead and take Chase the way he did. And I don't know. Oh, man, Maelstrom's going to go down right here. There is a hook nearby. I think that's going to be all she wrote for Maelstrom, as you said. Unfortunate. There it is.
Unfortunately, no decisive strike on Maelstrom, so French Fry will get an elimination with 1 generator left on the field. We have done a good job of not 3-genning themselves too badly here. They have a nice gen spread. But if we know anything about French Fry, it's that he's going to find a way to put the pressure down on them. Yeah. And he does land a really nice long-range chain on Caliber there.
I was about to say, I'm like, excuse me, how did that occur?
Sir, that was very long. But it looks like he will go ahead and pick up Chase. He's got 2 survivors over here, and he's going to elect to pick the one who's kind of stuck behind this to prevent them from trying to finish that generator.
Yeah, for sure. And doing a good job going ahead dropping Shack Pallet. That is going to be out of play now. Doing that just to gain a little bit more distance, which is good. You don't want anyone going down in basement at this point, so I think that's an okay thing to have happen. For sure, we do see Calibear just running W Gaming towards this other hook. Unfortunately, I think, oh, not placing the gateway. Well, maybe you do survive a little bit longer here, but this will be, oh no. I see a haste effect.
We do see it as well, and our survivors will also now see it as they proc deadlock across the way. That is going to be no one escapes death. Luckily, they were able to proc that no way out before French Fry was able to get a third hook, but unfortunately, it looks like that's going to be our Noah totem right next to Calibear's hook.
Yeah, you know, that's unfortunately horrible for these survivors, because as you're doing the box, oh no, if he teleports to the box, he's not going to though. He's afraid. He's not going to.
I think he might know it's a bait though.
Do you think it 100%'s a bait? Look, the other survivors right here. You know where all the survivors are.
Yeah, French right now has a really good idea of where everyone is. G-Bot's going to do his best to try to pull French Fry back into this corner area away from both the hook and the door that was over there. But French Fry will land those chains, which is going to be an immediate down on G-Min.
Yeah, with no ed, that's the risky run. Now, they do unhook Calibear, but what are they going to do from here? Do they take out the no-ed totem?
Fortunately for our survivors, we do see that deadlock is finally down, and hopefully they saw that the no-ed totem was over there. If not, oh, and they do, that is going to be no-ed off the table and a deliverance play from G-Min.
Oh, man. He's shaking his head no, but he got hit over the tires. Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. A nice chain from G-Min to... Oh,
nice dead hard. Nice dead hard.
A dead hard? A nice chain from French Fry and another nice chain to catch...
Oh, this is a DS play.
French
is he just going to wait? French Fry's just going to wait him out. French Fry says, oh, so you want to sit and talk, bud? That's fine. It's only going to cost your soul for your therapy session.
Yeah, French Fry's going to have a nice little chat with G-Min here waiting at this locker, and G-Min decided he's not going to wait anymore seeing the chain or the portal go out, but unfortunately French Fry came out of the portal just a little too soon because he saw those scratch marks over there.
Yeah, G-Min also no longer having his decisive strike, unfortunately, is going to be going up on a hook for his second hook state over here, but telegraphing the fact that he has it. Whoa, wait, there's one escape already happening. If Chick-fil-A can get this, never mind, Chick-fil-A says I'm gonna cut my losses and I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge.
It does look like We Overslept will take the 2 out. One of the survivors who escaped had only 1 hook state taken, so they will get the bonus points for that, but that is still a pretty good 2K for French Fry there.
Oh, for sure. There were a lot of hook states in both of those games, getting 2 2Ks. So, I mean, really the only way that We Overslept can come back and win this is with the 4K. They got to perform very, very well here.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need a really strong game here if they want to catch up. So going into their last killer round, I mean, of course, on the killer side, you can gain more points than you can on the survivor side. So We Overslept does still have a chance, but they are going to need a damn good game.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a tough one for sure. It will be. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be in the killer spot right now, honestly, just because like that's a lot of pressure, right? Like, yeah, if we're gonna win this, you have to have a 4K, but not just a 4K, but pretty high hook 4K, like not progressions.
We are going to want to see whoever plays killer for We Overslept here is going to want to try to get as many hook states as they can instead of allowing progressions. Because, of course, you lose points for the progression, so you're not going to want to camp those hooks as much, honestly.
For sure. And so I will join the lobby of G-Bot here as G-Bot's going to be killing, and send an invite to our survivors. That way they can go ahead and get in here for the final trial of the night, which definitely couldn't I think that it's going to be a fun one to watch.
Absolutely.
I think that the decision could change here. I don't know that it's super likely, but it could change.
There is a possibility, but either way, I think it's going to be really fun. Both teams have done a really good job of giving us really fun, fast-paced games. Yeah, GothOG, I see GothOG saying the killers have been having to fight really hard, and they have been. The survivors have all been really well coordinated.
Oh, for sure.
And just really fun matches to watch. I'm sure they're having as much fun playing as we are watching them. So really hyped for this last game and excited to see what comes out for both teams, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. I think that I think we'll see an interesting killer. I think I know who we're bringing here. I know exactly who we're bringing here, and I think it'll be a fun match. I think I definitely hope everybody has fun with it, but it'll be fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I lost my train of thought completely.
Oh no, don't lose the train of thought, Shep. I can't have you losing your train of thought with me here.
It's been a long day, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. This is like my third game streaming just today, Shep.
It's early. It's early for me, so.
That's true. What time is it in JP right now?
It's about noon, but I got up early. Early for me. I'm usually not up till like 10. I got up at like 7, 6.
Lord. So. That does
early days.
Yeah. I mean, at least you didn't wake up like me. I woke up this morning thinking there was a 1 p.m. Eastern game, and was like, ah, shit, gotta get out of bed. And then no, there was not a 1 Eastern game. Yeah. So
luckily,
I rushed out of bed and all that, and then it was all for nothing. Yeah. Stress for nothing, guys. Stress shortens your life. Have less of it in your life.
Come hang out with us at Vigo's Court instead and just relax, take a load off, enjoy some really fast-paced and fun games.
I agree. We have all of our survivors now in the lobby. 2 flashlights.
Uh-oh. I'm sure they're still setting up.
Yeah. 100% they're still setting up.
We just talked about the rules, guys. We just talked about the rules. Come on.
We did just talk about this, and we really don't want to have any penalties occur. I don't want to penalize anybody. Rambo doesn't want to penalize anybody. Like, Shep doesn't want to penalize anybody. Let's just go with no penalties, guys. Like, we don't want penalties.
That would be the least exciting way for this match to be decided in any way. So definitely want to be careful with our penalties there, which we will talk about later if anyone is wondering what we're talking about.
Wait, we will?
Maybe. If you're
okay.
If you want to.
Yeah?
Maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see. I always have a lot of fun actually watching Demice's survivors, so I'm excited to see how they play this.
For sure. I mean, of course, the group of 4 that we see out there right now, they've always impressed. They have not disappointed us once.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been really strong this entire season, so.
And for sure, like, they already got a pilot save this game. That's kind of crazy. I do see Goddess Anahita saying 2 beamers. Oh no, they're gonna make G-Man DC. I mean, yeah, can't have 2 beamers. Can't have 2 beamers here. But you do get a beamer and a flashlight. So hey, Blinds galore.
Those are the same thing. Those are the same thing. A beamer and firecrackers.
English is hard.
English is hard. I want to see some spicy firecracker plays. I want to see some really spicy firecracker plays. I always get stuck with a firecracker. And I can't do anything good with it, so I always want to see other people do things with it.
You know what? We've seen, I don't know if you saw, but earlier today, like first game of the day, we saw expert firecracker. I almost said flashlight again. All right, long day. Firecracker play. So they were versus a nurse. They dropped the firecracker at the corner of the shack and then backtracked. No matter what, like, you know how most nurses want to play, right? They go to the corner so they can see both sides and blink where they need to, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't go to the corner because there's a firecracker there. So he tried to blink across through the building and lost line of sight on the survivor. Survivor got away, extended chase.
Shit. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VODs on that.
So if you want to know how to use a firecracker and you see a nurse, my friend. I do be liking those firecrackers. Yeah. Speaking of our VODs, if you guys didn't know, we do have a YouTube. Please go check it out. All of our games can be viewed there. They are exported. Straight from our Twitch, actually. So yeah.
If you missed anything, like I missed things because that was like 3 in the morning for me, you can definitely find them on our YouTube, which is going to be the same as here, Vigo Square.
Yep, for sure. And I mean, if you guys want to view those VODs on Twitch, you can just sub. Like, those are subscribers only that can view the VODs on Twitch directly. And that's because, like, that helps support the league, helps support me and Shep being here for you guys. Definitely not streaming on our own channels, but streaming here to help Vigos. So, for sure, if you guys would sub, we would appreciate it for sure. As well as it helps build our prize pool. It helps make Vigos way better. All right? It just does.
Absolutely just does. And as a subscriber, you will get access to those VODs faster than we can export them to YouTube. So
you get access to those VODs like right now. Like, we're still in stream, but you could go back and look at the VOD right now. Right now. That's crazy. That's faster than Crunchyroll, okay? If you're an anime lover out there, you know what I'm talking about. All right. And so, guys, for sure, if you want to go ahead and look to the rules here, we don't want to have any penalties because any match with the penalty could be restarted, could be played out, or possibly both. Definitely don't bring 2 of the same survivor. Don't bring a banned perk. Don't bring a banned item or a banned add-on. It would be -5 points. And I got to stop right there. So you're going to have to hit !point rules in the chat if you want to know more. But we got a spirit on Gas Heaven. We got to watch it.
G-Man coming out with the spirit on Gas Heaven. Going to go ahead and check out. Got kind of like a far spread corrupt here, which is a little unfortunate, but he can go ahead and keep an eye on his, check out all of his uncorrupted gens because they're all so close together before going ahead and starting his first phase to check on his ruin totem. And good thing he did because he does find scratch marks.
For sure. And looks like we're going to go ahead and pressure this Nia that was over here, right? Or was this a Nia? Yeah, that's Nia. So
that's
for
Nia's
sure.
green hair right there.
Yeah, I was like, what? Wait, was it Nia? Oh, hey, wait, she's coming through the window. Yeah, that's Nia. Oh, nice dead hard.
Unfortunately, missing the swing with a well-played dead hard from Squid.
You know what, though? This spirit go burr. I mean, she really do move at like 150 miles an hour.
Spirit do be real fucking speedy. And G-Man going ahead and trying to use his phase to a mind game. Unfortunately, missing another swinging Squid, just reacting just a little too quickly for G-Man to be able to land that hit.
Ooh, getting stunned and hearing the wah from the spirit.
Waluigi going ahead and getting concussed as Squid drops that pallet there. But that means there is nothing left for Squid to protect himself with, so he will go down right outside of the shack, which I wouldn't be surprised if this resulted in our first basement hook.
Basement. Nope. Not a basement hook.
Demon understands that he needs all of the points he can get, so he's going to hook right outside of this shack, right next to this gen that just finished, so he knows someone is here. Ooh. And that is Ruin off the table, but we do see Pop Goes the Weasel come into play. Wow, words are hard.
Yeah, for sure. Words are very difficult at times, but we will continue just trying to proxy this hook, looks like. I don't really see a 3-gen here. They've done a good job of splitting these gens. So G-Man kind of without a 3-gen and forced into really not a super great situation, but wait a minute. Body blocking here?
Oof.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. We do see a good use of the firecracker there to blind G-Man long enough for Claudette to go ahead and get the unhook on Squid. And G-Man chewing through that borrowed time to continue chasing our Nia, who does have Dead Hard, and can make it to that pallet safely.
Yeah. I think he did try to fake the phase there for a second, but I don't think Nia was going to fall for that. With the directional phase, it's a lot tougher to get those.
Yeah, definitely not easy to get that fake anymore, but unfortunately Squid kind of cornered themselves back behind the main building here and will go down once again. If there was any decisive strike, it would be gone by now.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, 2 straight gens gone right there. Unfortunately for G-Men, these gens are flying off the shelves.
Demice quick on those generators, popping 2 at pretty much the same time. And a third one not long after. G-Man does pick up chase here with another survivor. But it looks like he's not going to commit to it. Instead, going to check on his hook and make sure there are no shenanigans going on, which there definitely are. And he sees that flashlight, so he knows he's got 3 survivors over here.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like we are going to go ahead and try to get our other survivor down right here, and we do. Uh-oh, but you gotta worry.
A really nice play. You gotta worry that there's not a survivor here to get that pallet, which there isn't. So G-Man will be rewarded for that short phase through the pallet.
Oh man, and definitely we do see these survivors are kind of starting to take their time with this last gen.
Yeah, definitely taking the time to try to get at all the unhooks and get everyone reset before this last gen gets finished. G-Man picking up chase with French Fry here into this back corner where we already have generators finished. So smart of French Fry to try to pull G-Man away from where gen's objectives need to be completed.
For sure, and looks like G-Man lost track of him.
Houdini'd, yeah, just Houdini'd away.
Yeah, very
Maybe
unfortunate.
A lucky break coming out potentially.
You think?
I don't remember if I saw scratch marks after French Fry took the hit.
There were no pools of blood or anything, so you might be right. That'll be something to check. That would be a very good play of a perk if it was. Ooh, injury state given.
Yeah, Lucky Break is just kind of a good perk in general, and we do see that final gen pop, but we do see on the side of our screen our favorite perk, No One Escapes Death, and G-Man is out to capitalize on it instead of continuing chase with the injured Squid, going ahead and picking off the healthy Page right in front of this doorway.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going right to the other door that is being progressed currently.
Those are some friendly doors there.
You're right about that one, Chief. This is our injured, wait, is that Iron Will too? What?
Just a very well stacked on perks to try to hide where they are at all times, and G-Man seeing somebody working on that door, he's gonna go ahead and try to get the survivor here. It's gonna be IKEA Carlson. I don't think they've been hooked yet either.
I agree. I don't think they've been hooked yet. I think that other door is probably ready to go though, so I expect that's probably opening.
Surprised. If that's where our survivors currently are, we do see that our Noed is actually inside the building, and we see that door being worked on by, I mean, everyone's injured at this point, so that's probably realizing that it doesn't matter if they heal or not against Noed.
I mean, if they want to give body blocks, though, they probably want it gone.
Yeah, and hopefully Paige would have seen that that is where Noed is right there. Ooh! And a quick hit out of phase to go ahead and get Paige down. Demice will go ahead and take the 3 out because Paige has decisive strike. Gonna go ahead and smack G-Man with the D and make a run for that door. Does she make it in time? I think
well,
she
I don't think
not.
so. Yeah, not
unfortunate.
Not this time. That phase was perfect to be able to eat the DS sooner rather than later.
That was unfortunate. A good play by Paige to try and get the hell out of dodge, but unfortunately just couldn't make it quite far enough. And it does look like actually French Fry had lucky break both games, so French Fry doing a really good job of utilizing that perk and denying G-Man as many points as they possibly can.
That definitely was a great play, and as you said, yes, a lucky break, resurgence, and iron will, so able to go ahead and like also heal pretty quickly after coming off of the hook.
Oh yeah, very very efficiently playing into being injured more often than not.
Yeah, definitely great play from both teams there. We end with a 17-point difference between the two teams, 67 to 50.
Those were exciting games. I think we knew that they were going to be, but a great job from both teams. Really bringing us really good gameplay.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely a very good game across the board. But yeah, definitely super awesome. Yeah, and so I think we'll have our interviewee here soon, but yeah, definitely these teams did fight hard. Demice, I think, can still get to the playoffs, right? Or are they in the playoffs? I don't remember if they're in or not.
I don't remember if they are guaranteed a slot in the playoffs, but with that performance, I think they are at least in the running for it still.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think... Oh, wait. It sounds like if they beat Wrecking Crew, then they would be in, maybe? But it's sounding like they would have to beat Wrecking Crew in order to win, or in order to get in. As of right now, they're in. Unless they lose to Wrecking Crew. I think it is
contingent on them. Yeah, it is contingent on them beating Wrecking Crew. So that's definitely going to be another game to keep an eye on to see. Because I think other teams' slots into the finals also depend on that game.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Definitely the like both teams did very well though. So like I see in the chat like people going, "Hey, you did great. You did great." I love seeing the sportsmanship in the chat. GG's to both teams for sure. And yeah, we'll just we'll see who we have coming into the interrogation room, but on the road to the final verdict, I think Demice has their ticket kind of in hand. As long as they don't get it snatched, they'll be in.
Yeah, they've got one more obstacle in their way, but as long as they can overcome it, it does look like Demice does have a ticket to a postseason here. Postseason run. Postseason career.
Which, that could be kind of fun, couldn't it? Because if they went ahead and let's say that they win the first game of the playoffs, wouldn't they match up versus Demice? Or Demise? They are Demice. What am I saying?
They're all friends. Yeah, I actually do think that is what we would be seeing. but it also depends on who wins between Arctic Wolves and Demice.
Okay, that's true. That's true. If Demice is the 2 seed, then they would actually play in the first round to see who faces Arctic Wolves, wouldn't they? Yeah. So yeah, that's crazy. Amazingly crazy. But we do have an IKEA in the chat. IKEA, how are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Doing very well. You gave us a very fun matches to go ahead and watch today. So for sure, shout out to you guys, the players, doing the things you do.
I'm glad we were able to entertain you all. I had fun playing.
I see Shep cringing at me the way that I'm wording things, so I'm gonna let Shep ask the first question.
So actually, I was prepared for you to take the first question. So my question is kind of what I would ask at the end. But after today's incredible performance, how are you guys feeling knowing that you have one more game that you need to win to potentially go to playoffs?
We're feeling. I mean, we just came off the win just now, so we're feeling pretty good overall. Team morale's high. But yeah, we're definitely going to be preparing for our next matchup because we don't obviously want to secure our playoff spot, which be quite good for the team, I think. So we'll definitely be practicing a lot in preparation.
For sure, yeah, that totally makes sense as well. I mean, postseason I think is going to be tough. The teams that are still in it, that are going to be playing in playoffs, they've been performing at a high level all year, of course, all season. I said year, but you know, I meant all season. Right? Yeah. So they've been performing great all season, and of course, it's going to be tough every game you play, right? Are there any teams out there that you're kind of like really giddy to face?
I mean, for sure. I mean, there's been some teams that have proved some very difficult matchups for us. I mean, Demice, Arctic Wolves, to name two. You know, I think we've faced it up against Wolves twice already, I believe. And the matches against them have always been, you know, it's been a very like it's like moving to and fro. Like it's never like an obvious who's gonna win. It's always very close matchup. So I'm looking forward to playing against them again. It was always fun when I played against them.
What about Wrecking Crew? Wrecking Crew, not next week, but the week after. Like, are you guys worried about that game, as it is the game that sounds like your playoffs really hinge on?
Well, yeah, definitely. As I said, we're going to be practicing a lot because we definitely want to get this win under our belts to secure our spot. So we're definitely going to be prepared when we go into the match.
Should we be prepared to see some S tiers come out to go ahead and confirm, or no?
I don't know. I guess that's part of the mystery that makes life so great.
I would agree.
And see.
I was seeing if I could get any tea spilled, you know, and today we got no tea.
It's not done brewing. It's not done brewing. Gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Vader.
All right. So for sure, I think everyone performed well. And do you have anything you want to say to your fans, fans of Demice, fans of Vigos, or to your opponents?
Thank you for watching me get hit through pallets.
The Pocos. So you're saying Pocos was real?
Pocos.
Yes.
Now,
that's what I'm saying.
I definitely know that there are some comp players that that like say they can taste the Pokos. If you, so can I ask you, how did the Pokos taste?
Oh, it's a hard taste to describe. Have you ever had a raspberry before?
A
Sort of like a
raspberry?
mix. Yeah, it's kind of a mix of different like tropical fruits.
Oh, so
Well, I
it's a
mean,
fruity taste.
Sounds so much more
Yeah.
pleasant than Pocos actually is.
I
You-
mean, maybe it depends on who you are, but I like getting podcasts, you know. It's
I like
quite
it.
fun. Sometimes we do podcast 1v1s, me and my friends. It's a good time.
So see, like, it's like some people like pina coladas and other people don't. So like the
Yeah, it's
taste of a
definitely-
Pocos, like
Fair.
some people are like, ah, yes, that's fine Pocos today. Other people might be like, get that out of here. I don't want anything to do with that. Put it over there.
Yeah, a lot of people hate hyping in comp.
Understandable. Well, thank you for coming out, and for sure we are going to go ahead and get ready to adjourn the court today as Shep looks at me disappointingly, it seems. All right, so for sure, guys, we will see Demice convicted of murder, and we are adjourning the court.
We will see you guys next week. Make sure you follow all of our social media. We are Vigo's Court on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. You guys can catch when our next games are going to be. We will post all our schedules there. As well as join our Discord. You will get notifications whenever we go live or whenever events are happening. This is week 10. So we are going to be moving into our last couple weeks here. If you guys are interested in getting involved in next season, join our Discord. You guys will be able to find our applications there. If you want to enter the next season with a team, that is where you can find that application or find more information on what's going to be going on next season. We're going to be rolling out some more really fun stuff, really fun things. So make sure you guys check that out if you are interested in playing next season.
You're right about that, and I mean, I know for some people, like the big thing they heard about next season was like the talk of prize pool. Oh,
We are looking at adding a prize pool for next season, along with doing a couple of other really fun things to generate that prize pool. So yeah, definitely keep up with what's going on in Vigo's Court, because I think it's going to get even. The only place for us to go is up, and I think we are going to go way up, and it's going to be a lot of fun for everyone involved.
things are about to get spicier. Spicy. You know, like nothing's good without a good amount of seasoning. So yeah, keep it here for sure. So yeah, I had to get that Shep face one more time. I love it. It's what drives me, honestly.
Pain. I'm in so much pain.
All right, guys. So as you know, we are adjourning the court. We'll see you next time.
Be safe, guys. We love you. Bye. Mwah.